Lions got another tough challenge this Sunday. As this Sunday, the Lions got to take on the Arizona Cardinals in a game that's more than likely going to get very out of hand very quickly. So let's talk about this game. So the Lions and Cardinals game this Sunday. So currently the point spread for this game, it has the Arizona Cardinals favored in this game by 13.5 points. So Arizona is almost favored by 2 touchdowns. Damn. And of course, for the all-time head-to-head series, Detroit leads the all-time series 34-28-6. And Detroit has won 3 of the last 4 meetings against Arizona. And the one meeting Detroit didn't win was that tie with the Cardinals back in 2019. So, yeah. So, Detroit has had Arizona's number for quite a few years. Overall this year, Arizona is undefeated. Actually, oddly enough, Arizona's undefeated on the road this year. They're 7-0 on the road this year. And, of course, Detroit is 1-5 at home this year. So, yeah, all of Arizona's losses this year have come at home at State Farm Arena. But they've been good on the road. So, yeah, figure that out. But, yeah, so yeah, Arizona doesn't let home field advantage get to them when they're on the road. And they take advantage whenever they can. So, yeah, I say the Cardinals in the playoffs, this might be a team to look out for if Arizona has to go on the road, because Arizona's doing very well on the road this year. And we all know in the playoffs, winning on the road is very crucial if you want to go deep in the playoffs. So, yeah, and of course, the Cardinals also battling for that first seed, but they're actually the second seed because Green Bay has a tiebreaker. But, yeah, anyway, let's go with the key playmakers for the Cardinals on this team. So, of course, at offense, you have, of course, the quarterback, the midget, Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray this year, he's having a very outstanding season, almost MVP caliber season. So, Kyler Murray has really proven this year that height does not mean a goddamn thing at quarterback. And that it don't matter how tall or how small you are. If you can play QB and you can throw that ball, then it don't matter what your height is. And that height is just another number. So Kyler Murray has really been an inspiration to every short person, every midget in the world that there is. That you can accomplish your dreams if you just put your mind to it. And of course, for the Cardinals, their running back situation, you got James Connors, who is questionable for this game with an ankle injury. And they are without Chase Edmonds, who's on the IR with an ankle injury. So their running back core is all shot to shit. So really, any running game they have, it's really Kyler Murray trying to be Russell Wilson and running for his life. And just taking the ball himself. And of course, for the receiving core is loaded with some talent. Now, DeAndre Hopkins is questionable for this game with a leg injury. But they still got some pretty big pieces in there, too. You know, you got names like A.J. Green. You got Christian Kirk. You got Rondell Moore. You got the rookie. And you also got Andy Isabella. You got Keyshawn Jackson. And you also got their acquisition. They got the deadline from the Eagles and Zach Ertz. So, yeah, that's a pretty dangerous offense, too. Especially if DeAndre slips in that offense and it's healthy. That offense is loaded with talent. And, of course, the defense is fucking loaded. It is stacked to the deck. Like, the defense, you got Jordan Phillips in there. The defense is without J.J. Watt, as Watt is on the IR with a shoulder injury. God damn it. Why can't Watt stay healthy for once? God damn it. He just can't stay healthy, man. But their defensive line, they also got Rashad Lawrence. They got Leaky Fatu, and they also got Chandler Jones. The linebacking core, of course, at the linebacking core, you got the rookie Savin Collins. You also got Devis Garnett. You also got Marcus Golden. Jordan Hicks, too. And, of course, you also have, the linebacker I was high on a few years ago that I think the Lions should have took instead of Jeff Okudah. And that was Isaiah Simmons, who has really become an absolute beast in Arizona. And, of course, the linebacking core, you also got Devin Kennard, the former Detroit line. And, oh, yeah, I should mention real quick that this is Devin Kennard's first game in Detroit since being cut a couple years ago. So, yeah, this is a revenge game for Devin Kennard. And I shall also mention that this is Matt Prater's first game in Detroit as well since being cut as well. So Matt Prater's going to have it. So we got 2 former Lions in a revenge game, since Prater's on the Cardinals as well. Now, the Cardinals are without Tanner Valijo, the rookie, who is on the IR with a knee injury. They are also without Kyle E. Fitz, as he's also on the IR with a concussion. And they're also without Zeke Turner, who's on the IR with a shoulder injury. But they do got Victor Dimukije. I probably botched that name, but I try my best, though. You know, it's a bit of a tongue twister, that last name. But the secondary has some talent in there, too. You got Malcolm Butler. You got Robert Alford. You also got Byron Murphy. You got Marco Wilson. You know, also got the head of that secondary in Buda Baker. You got Jalen Thompson in there along Chris Banjo, Deontay Thompson. Now, they are without Charles Washington, who is on the IR with a hamstring injury. So, yeah, a lot of players that are injured are pieces on the Cardinals' defense. But regardless, though, despite that, though, the defense is still loaded in with that next man up mentality. So, of course, the head coach for this squad is, of course, Cliff Kingsbury, who's really doing well in pretty much a very crucial year for him this season. So, yeah. And, of course, the offensive coordinator, well, they don't have an offensive coordinator because Cliff Kingsbury controls that entire offense from left to right. And the defensive court, so, yeah, Kingsbury's the play caller on offense for the Cardinals. Defensive coordinator, of course, is Vance Joseph again. For the Cardinals rankings, though, their offense, it's a top 10 unit ranked 8th. They're 10th in the passing game, and they're tied for 12th in the running game. But this team's main bread and butter is that defense. The defense is a top 5 unit ranked 4th. Their defense is top 5 against the pass and 5th. But their running game is their weak point, where they're tied for 16th against the run. So the Cardinals' defense has had issues stopping the run in the pass. And the run. So yeah, if you want to beat the Cardinals defense, you pretty much have to run the ball. So yeah. But still, that's a very loaded team for sure. Like, this team is still loaded despite all those injuries. And I'll say this, if the Cardinals make the playoffs this year, they save a lot of jobs in the process. Mainly names like Steve Keim and Cliff Kingsbury. Unless Cliff Kingsbury goes back to college in the offseason, we'll have to see what happens with him there. But yeah, overall for this game, like, I know the Lions have had the Cardinals number for quite a bit, but I've always said this a couple years ago. I think it'd be better to play Arizona earlier in the year than later in the year. You know, I like to play Arizona earlier in the year when they don't have everything figured out, because that's a good chance to get them there. Because later in the year when Arizona gets it all figured out, that this team is going to be very hard to beat. Like, especially on the road, because Arizona hasn't lost a game this year on the road this year. All of Arizona's losses this year have come at home. You know, the likes of Green Bay, Carolina, and the Rams on Monday night. And oh yeah, for all those Stafford-hating Lions fans that say that Stafford can't beat a winning team on the road, well, how do you explain what happened on Monday? Maybe your Stafford-hating dipshits need to shut the fuck up once in a while, instead of making yourselves like a complete utter clowns once again. So yeah, for this game now, I feel like this game's gonna get ugly way out of hand. You know, Arizona's trying to to get a playoff spot. They're also trying to keep pace with the Packers for that first seed and try and get that first round bye and try and get home field throughout the playoffs, so the road to the Super Bowl goes through Arizona. See, I know Arizona wants to have that first seed for sure, going up against Green Bay. And, of course, Detroit, they're trying to keep pace for that first overall pick in the draft. So, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a game that gets out of hand very quickly. I think Arizona's probably going to win this game by, like, at least 14 points. Maybe more. I feel like this game's going to be a blowout. Because, like, you really look at the Cardinals, like, the Cardinals team is loaded. I know the Lions' defense has played very well throughout the year. But if the Lions' defense is truly going to be the future of this team for the years to come, their performance against this loaded Cardinals team is really going to tell if what this defense needs in the future. Especially if the Lions are looking to add Kayvon Thibodeau or Aiden Hutchinson to the mix. So yeah, I think Arizona wins this game, and I think Arizona officially clinches a playoff spot Sunday. Now, in the chance, because now there are actually 3 scenarios where Arizona can clinch a playoff spot this week. Well, Arizona beating the Lions is one of them, but in the event that if by some snowball chance in hell that Arizona somehow loses this game, there's 2 other scenarios where Arizona can make the playoffs. Scenario 1 is Arizona can also lock up a playoff spot if Chicago and Tampa Bay both win this week. And the other scenario is that Arizona can also lock a playoff spot up if Chicago and Atlanta win this week. So pretty much the other 2 scenarios where Arizona needs to win, needs to lock in, would need at least Chicago to win. Goddamn fucking Bears. So Cardinals fans are gonna probably need to be Cardinals fans may or may not have to be toilet fans Monday when the Bears take on the Vikings. But you know, the easiest solution to not worry about that problem, just win. So yeah, for the Cardinals, simple. Win, and you're in the playoffs. So yeah, not only is this a double revenge game for Matt Prater and Devin Kennard Sunday, Arizona also has playoff stipulations on the line too. So yeah, I think this game's going to get pretty ugly very quick. I think Arizona's going to win this game pretty handily against the Lions. Like, this Arizona team is fucking scary. Like, this team is loaded. And I think this team, if this team goes on the road in the playoffs, I think this team could make some noise in the playoffs and if they go on the road with how they've been this year. So yeah, for Arizona, it seems home field advantage doesn't fucking matter to them. They'll just go on the road and beat you in your own building. But yeah, anyway, I think that wraps it up here. So yeah, and also I should mention here, regardless of what the Lions do Sunday, they will still remain at least ahead of either the Texans or the Jaguars, since Houston and Jacksonville both played each other this week in the Ultimate Tank Bowl. No, I'm not playing the Tank Bowl music right now. I will in the picks vid, though. So yeah, a lot to look forward to this week. So just gonna be another painful chapter to the Lions tank for Hutchinson, since the Lions are already eliminated. So fuck it, might as well try and lock up that first pick while you can. But yeah, anyway, I think that wraps it up here. Cardinals are about to destroy the Lions Sunday. It's gonna get ugly. Honestly, my liquor cabinet's open for business. Have a nice day, and have a happy holidays, with Christmas just around the corner.